they take that one out. Now I think they need frontliners or something here on Felt. They need something that has enough damage to survive getting jumped on by like the Void Spirit by this Earth Spirit here. See what they
And they went
grab the
back to the
Jakiro.
Jakiro.
Not what I was expecting here. I mean, the Jakiro felt a little bit underwhelming in the last match.
It's better now that Rubik's not in the draft. I will say, like,
Mhm.
Rubik's not going to get picked up here. We see the Earth Spirit and the Grimstroke, and it can't be a mid Earth Spirit, so Rubik's not likely to come out unless they really do want to flex the offlane monkeys Rubik, which this is a fantastic game for it. You have Puck, Earthshaker, and now Jakiro, all incredible spells that you can take. So I'd like to see it. I know the fans would like to see it, but it really just comes down to whether or not two-based feel comfortable enough or confident enough in their Rubik.
Yep. And speaking of Monkeys Forever, we actually have the confirmed interviewees for the winners on each team here. It will be Comfort on Felt, and it's going to be Monkeys Forever on Simply Two Based if they end up winning this match.
Nice. One of my favorite lads.
Yeah.
They go back for
You
the
did
Ursa
use.
on Board Daddy here.
Huh?
We keep saying here, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Neff and I are big fans of this strategy. It makes a lot less work for us.
Yep.
We don't get those 3 a.m. calls where we get, like, hey, we need you to come in today. This pipe burst. And we're like, okay, great. How much water?
Yeah. The overtime is nice, but, without the Morphling, there's not that much water to worry about
Yeah, it's
here.
like
That one's been
Morphling's
banned
like
out.
created a pool for him to hang out in the office. And we're just like, cool, thanks.
Thanks. Awesome 3 a.m. calls by Summit, getting us to get that work done. We're happy
There's
to
the
be here,
troll.
though. Yeah, banned out in the last area. Somebody else is able to stand his ground and fight pretty good against the Ursa, but there is some heavy silence to worry about here. I mean, you've got
Exactly my thought.
yeah, you got Phantom's Embrace, you got the multiple charges of silence once you get that Aghanim Scepter on the Void Spirit, you've got Geomatic Grip here on the Earth Spirit. The Troll Warlord, I feel like he's going to struggle to get his ultimate off.
I think that's the biggest concern right now, and it's gonna have to be an early BKB coming out from the troll, because if you don't and you get like Phantom's Embraced and then like gripped, there's nothing you can do. They actually ban out the Brood Mother last game, so no slurping happening here. Big disappointment from me, honestly.
I absolutely hate the Brood Mother, so I'm glad that we don't have it.
It wouldn't be our problem, Neff, though. Those would be a call for exterminators, so we wouldn't have to deal with it as much.
Well, we'd have to probably identify the fact that there's been an infestation inside the Dire base, and then we'd probably
By
have
that
to,
point, it's too
wade
late,
through
Neff.
them.
It's too
Yeah.
late. You have to cut your losses and run.
It's usually the construction workers that find out there's an infestation.
Yeah, they
So,
banned the Underlord. Pretty good pick, or pretty good ban there in general. Ursa doesn't do fantastic against it because Pit of Malice is just such a pain in the butt to deal with. They already have so many roots and stuns already, so makes sense to me why they would just get rid of it.
now, last band thinking about getting rid of here. I mean, a lot of the Monkeys Forever heroes are gotten rid of. I mean, the two things are the Bat Rider and the Brood Mother. Those are the two biggest Monkeys Forever heroes I'd be worried about. They go
Yeah,
to the Sand King as well for good measure.
I'm telling
I
you,
guess they
man.
figured.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
Rubik. We're gonna see one sometime here in the DPC. The Monkeys Forever, the Rubik. It's not terrible against Troll Warlord because you can't pick a melee hero into it. He's one of the few offlaners that do well against Troll. You just Fade Bolt and he can only rely on Whirling Axes for damage because he only has like 40 damage at that point.
Yeah.
Mars ban.
Yeah, somebody else who deals decently with
Oh, how is this hero still in the draft, Neff?
that one I guess slipped by us and slipped by Simply Two Based as well. I mean, deals great with the Ursa. You don't want to play against it if you're the Troll Warlord, getting it banished once every 4 seconds. Is able to stand his ground. Tons of damage you can output, especially with stuns and lockdown. They have a lot of that between Puck, Earthshaker, and Jakiro. I guess Simply Two Based, they see Puck, Earthshaker, Jakiro. They think, all right, that they've got their mid picked out here. There's no way that they end up going for the Outworld, but this guy plays in every role right now. He's just that good.
Dude, you have to pick Rubik. Look at these spells, man. Like, Troll Warlord just getting double Astraled to his entire ult. Yes!
All right.
Oh!
All right.
Yes! I'm so excited. It has to be. Like, look at these heroes. This is like the best Rubik game ever. Oh, man. Monkeys
Right,
Forever Rubik.
He's been practicing it. We've got Ricky here. He's been watching Monkeys Forever play this Rubik. He's ready to break it down for us. I'm going to be out of a job after this one. You don't need me here. You got Ricky.
Neph,
He's analyzed
there's
this.
too much work to be done. I cannot rebuild the North American Dota scene without you, sir. It requires more than one of us. Yeah. No, this is honestly this Rubik pick is incredible. And I think felt maybe, you know, we've talked about oversights before. This could have just been another.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the Outworld Devour Destroyer, sorry, is one oversight. The Rubik is another.
Yeah.
I mean, there's going to be some, you know, cheap ripoffs of, you know, felt blueprints here by the Rubik, but
dude, the thing is Rubik doesn't just take your blueprints; he then improves on them. This guy is a master engineer.
I see.
Yeah, he's
sorry,
not
above our pay grade.
He's not a wizard. This man is an engineer, the greatest in the land. Whips up the greatest plans, puts them into production immediately. This guy's efficient.
All right, let's see this win rate. All right, it's not there, but won his last 14 victories in a row predicted, 8-4 and 19 on his last game.
I'm telling you, this is gonna be like if you look at the game here, there is almost 0 spells that are bad for the Rubik. Almost none. The only one I'd say is potentially bad would be Dual Breath. Everything else, I guess Enchant Totem as well, but like you could only get Astral or Sanity's Eclipse. Puck, all of the spells are great. Troll Warlord, honestly, your axes are pretty great because they have a lot of damage. I don't know, man. This seems pretty good.
We think to spell the axes, yeah. I don't know what they're going to. I mean, Rubik was too good to not get here. If you got decent frontline between the Ursa and the Earth Spirit, he has a support that is able to roll in somewhat tanky, can soak up a couple of spells. And oh no, Thana!
Oh no!
You're already dead.
Well, you know, he puts out a fissure, the first roadblock of the day, but you know, it is going to be first blood going to Monkeys Forever on the Rubik using that Fade Bolt. And it's a pretty decent lane for the Rubik to begin with, and now that you have all this extra money, it's just going to be that much worse.
I mean, it's a neat trick that Simply TOOBASED have with his Fade Ball. They just used to snatch up kills, it looks like. Would have been... I think they tried to secure that one with the Void Spirit as well. I Annihilate tried to hit him with the Resonant Pulse. The extra gold would have gone a long way on him, but... Yeah, it's not bad when it goes to your pause 3 Rubik, and he's going to start the game with...
Did they quad-rune it? Oh my god, TOOBASED quad-runed them.
Oh.
You know, the 5 is going to go down for this. A nice tip from Monkeys. He's like, your sacrifice will not be in vain. Puck will grab the kill in the mid lane. That is actually pretty bad. You don't really want to be giving kills to the mid lane hero. He also gets a little bit more experience in the process, but the 4 runes probably makes up for it.
Yeah, 160 gold for the 4 runes versus 147 gold for that kill onto Empyrean.
Yeah.
So,
pretty good.
I'd say that one's worth it. Yeah. I Annihilate, he's got, in fact, 13 more gold than Tay's got because of those runes. The 5. He ran the numbers. Worth dying.
Yeah, it was. He's like, you know what? I'm the 5. This is my role, right? You know, people call me the 5. I gotta embrace it. Monkeys Forever top lane, doing what Monkeys Forever does better than almost any other Dota 2 player, which is run around in trees and frustrate the living heck out of people.
Yeah, and because of it, Troll Warlord is only sitting at 2 CS. That wave killed by his tower at tier 1. So denying tons of farm from this Troll Warlord. And now he's forced to tank up this creep wave. He doesn't want this next wave hitting the tower here. So he's going through tangos. Monkeys Forever already putting in work. Does have to be careful as his TP is on cooldown at the moment. Doesn't want to get run down by the 2 of them. In fact,
I mean, he's certainly getting ran down. Telekinesis back. The thing is the troll really just needs to farm. Like, if he's getting no CS in the lane, he's doing his job, right? Like, he's level 2 on the Rubik. He is gonna get another. Oh, he has no mana for Dual Breath. So never mind. Monkeys Forever is gonna be just fine. And Z-Freak soaked an entire wave here behind the tower. He's gonna pull that in and give that experience on over to Monkeys Forever. You know, great support play there.
Nice grab there on the mid lane, getting some harass off into Tay I Annihilate. I was just looking at, but yeah, it's. Is he gonna go for the courier here and Zephyr? There's no way. Actually, you've got boots. You can catch this. He's gonna get it.
He is.
Wait, he's gonna get 2?
What?
No.
Wait a minute. Oh, he wants the
Zephyr?
trolls. I mean, that's so much better.
Yeah.
That's so much better.
Sense.
Just getting troll warlords there.
He could have gotten 2 though. He could have gotten 2, but he
2
stopped the
is
troll warlord.
indeed greater than 1. I have been to school for math. Yes.
The NA School of Math.
The NA School of Math, a very prestigious school. Puck in the mid lane falling very low. It's dead even almost in CS here though.
You would say so, but 15-6 is greater than 11-3. That's
Okay,
it's
you know
the
what,
NA
my-
School of Math coming
NA
into
School of
play
Math.
again.
I was looking at the wrong hero, Neph. It's fine though.
That's all right. But Void Spirit doing well for himself, and you know it makes sense. You know, Resident Pulse great for securing CS. He's got the Quelling Blade to work with, a lot to play with. The top lane Monkeys Forever continues to piss the hell out of this Rubik here.
Yeah.
Only sitting at the 13-5 right now. I mean, Monkeys Forever is doing a great job at shutting him down. As you mentioned, he plays annoying as hell here in this off lane.
I mean, if you think about Troll Warlord, he is one of the best heroes at bullying all of the melee strength cores right now. It's the reason Troll's back in the meta, because all these melee strength cores have resurfaced. And the only thing he really suffers to is heroes that he can't push out of lane. And he cannot push a Rubik out of lane. It's not possible. You have Telekinesis, you have Fade Bolt. He never can close the gap. He cannot harass you, and he reduces your farm potential. It is like a perfect matchup. Mid lane, a great fissure by Thana. One more auto attack goes the way of Tay. A beautiful setup there from the Earthshaker. The 4-minute rune, though, not going to be lucky for the Puck. It's going to be a haste rune found on Zephyr.
Yeah. So it feels pretty bad going down there on the Void Spirit, but at the very least, the Puck is forced to go back to base here. It's a very long trek that he's got. It'll make a little bit faster going using this illusionary orb. But
I mean, this
that's about
haste
it.
is being put to great use already. He's going to find a kill onto Justice. He's trying to get that ghost, and it ends up backfiring as Z-Freak toggles the aggro, and it slows the Jakiro instead. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's going to be the 2 earn charge. He's already filling that one up on Monkeys Forever. So Troll Warlord's got to be careful here. A lot of damage coming out of this Rubik. It is amped by the Arcane Supremacy as well, if I am not mistaken.
It is. Absolutely. Urn of Shadows, yeah, it just seems to be like one of those items that almost every offlaner is picking up early on, because it's basically a salve, right? If you have a free charge, you always use both charges because you get 2 if you're at 0 rather than 1, and you can use them offensively to secure kills. And Monkeys gets his bottle delivered. All right, he's having a fantastic time. As a result, though, of this kind of stalling at the rune, the creeps here scouting both of these heroes. Thana just does a nice wraparound and grabs that bounty rune.
Yeah, they probably wanted to leave that one for I Annihilate, but like you mentioned, that extra vision means it's safe for them to go up to that rune there on Thana. It's not like you're going to be doing much else at the moment on Earthshaker. At a certain point, Tay is going to be forced to rotate out of lane, start to look for kills, and that's when Thana soaks up XP and starts working towards that Blink Dagger. But Earthshaker is always a little bit awkward at this point in the game in the lane. You don't want to sit in the offlane, soak up experience. Instead, you need to play it with...
He doesn't need to either. It's an OD,
Yeah.
right? Against an Ursa. He's not... It's the same thing in the top lane. Like, they're not really threatened. With Astral, he can just kind of walk away, and Grimstroke doesn't have a lot of ways to hold him there. Thana going to snag that DD rune for the mid lane, preventing Annihilate from grabbing it, and that is such an important rune for the Void Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, Void Spirit, you can very easily find a kill if you manage to get that double damage rune once he hits that level 6.
Justice, top lane, in some trouble. The boulder kick into the roll. 2 TPs on the way. Monkeys Forever doesn't have any mana left, and a 2-man coil comes in from Tay. Even a rotation from Thana. They're trying to give the kills on over the troll. He'll grab 1, and now on the way to the Earth Spirit ends up going to Tay. And the courier. Oh, man. It just keeps getting worse.
Yup. And Z-Freak, something not doing so hot. I mean, he managed to find some carries of his own, but now things kind of falling apart here. I mean, despite the fact that you're up 2-4, there is a small net worth advantage on the side of simply two-based. A lot of this coming down to the fact that the mid lane is going pretty well here for the Void Spirit. Got a lot of denies and last hits over Tay here. Speaking of,
there's nothing you can do about this Remnant. It's just such a pain to deal with as the puck. He did go for the 4 points in Resonant Pulse, which is not exactly what I expected. A lot of people kind of go either Dissimulate or Resonant Pulse, but Resonant Pulse having such a longer cooldown, I see a lot of people kind of favor the Dissimulate for farm efficiency. Oh my god, he's going to continue the aggression in the mid lane. I love it. I Annihilate doing some great job, but the bottle refill from Justice on the Jakiro. Man, that is... Tip your supports, ladies and gentlemen. You got to love that.
Yeah. This is a pretty common these days that whenever the support ends up going down, is forced to go back to base. Before he goes for his next cube jab, he teleports to the mid lane because you have access to the rest of the map from there. And you refill the bottle, making it easier for your mid. I mean, it was pretty popular back in, what was it, like 2015? It was like incredibly common for either supports to like pull their mid lane or a bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
you remember Chen's? Do you remember what Chen would do every game?
Yeah, I'm glad they got rid of that.
He would literally buy no items and a bottle and give it to your mid laner and just walk to the jungle. And you're like, nice. This is very cool. Anti-gamer for sure. Mid lane Monkeys, he's trying to wrap around onto the puck. Has that stolen orb to continue the chase. Fade Bolt in one, but he doesn't have the mana quite yet. Pops an Invis. Oh, is he going to get some help, though? Fissure off the mark. They're trying to find Monkeys. He snipes him, baby. Look at that. And he ends up on the high ground. An Observer Ward for the boys. Zor revealing this new Meteor Hammer. Times it perfectly onto the Void Spirit. We'll get that Dissimulate out. Now he's going to go ahead and look at the OD. Astral step forward. He's lacking a little bit of mana, but pops that wand and I Annihilate, as well as the rotation from the Orb of Monkeys Forever's Rubik. They get another one. He steals the Fissure. Oh.
And now it's all two-based. He was actually off the mark with that Meteor Hammer. It was the Aftershock that connected there.
And they're managed to go on the puck, too. Silence into the Remnant. They have the... they have everything they need. He will finally be able to dodge on out, but he just lost half of his HP to that Injustice. Just as much.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're all forced back here. I mean, they can't spam out this creep wave with Tay. They've got the Illusionary Orb maxed out, so here things hard to shove in this tower, which is an issue that they had in both the last game and this one. They don't have many heroes that are that good at taking the tower. They've got to play around that 10-minute mark with the catapult if they want to get this tier 1 mid.
Arcane Ring picked up by the Ursa. I mean, that is 100% going to be on Monkeys Forever or the Void Spirit. It's one of the best things you can. One of the best things you can get on the Rubik is just that. Where is it? The Keen Optic early or the Fairy's Trinket. I think now that you're like with the way that you run Rubik as a core now, Fairy's Trinket might be better. But
that 5% spell amp and the extra HP and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, such a close try there on that rune. Thana tried to time his stuns perfectly so he could get the rune, but Empyrean on the Grimstroke had that Inkswell just ticking down and perfectly stuns him up. Now they're going to be able to catch Rubik here. DD rune popped as well. They're going to try and rotate on over. There's the Astral, the stun. No, the Ice Path to block him, but the Remnant will save him. Monkeys Forever telekinesis is back, but it's not going to be enough as Tay will finish him off, and the Sanity's Eclipse finishes off Z-Freak. The 5 on the run, trying to get away from the side of the Felt, but 3 big kills for the Dire.
Yeah, very big kills, and this will be the 10-minute mark. They got the catapult here in the mid lane, but Fortification is going to spawn by them a little bit of time if they grab it. They're not clearing up that catapult there.
They have Meteor Hammer. It's going to be pretty quick.
Yeah, there's the fort. Slowing things down a little bit, but you know, with everybody already underneath this tower, they're set up here. I'm not sure there's anything that they're able to do.
They're just going to trade top and get something, it seems. Oh, well, they're jumping out of the backside. They find the puck immediately. The Magnetize jumping around. The question is, can they continue the control? Puck gets silenced. The Inkswell, he's going to go down. A big kill for them. The tower dies in the process, but they're looking for to catch Zor on that Outworld Destroyer. And there it is, baby. The level 4 Astral from the Rubik. This is where the fun begins. Yeah, rolling boulder forward. You know, he didn't really look for Earthshaker, but he'll take it. A Fissure does come out, blocking him off. I Annihilate. No Astral step to close the gap, but Z-Freak stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, we've been there before.
Yeah, haven't we all?
Yeah.
Do we go, you know,
is under
I feel like in your line of work, Neff, we work with lots of rocks.
We do. Rocks and
Tiny, you know, this guy, he's all over the place. I promise. Everywhere we go, he just leaves rocks. We have to clean it up. All right, the Ash on the backside. Annihilate can set that up with the Remnant. Tay just loses. Dude, he's taking so much health. The two-man Soulbind. Can they follow it though? They will just they'll just back up to the tier 2, and they do not want to chase. Ursa getting a Battle Fury completed now. 12 minutes, 15 seconds into the game.
that is Battle Fury and Power Treads completed.
Coil mid. They've caught Void Spirit. Ash on the backside does find Monkeys Forever, and they will go ahead and follow that with the Meteor Hammer. Perfectly timed. Now the question is, can they finish off Annihilate? He has double Astral Step, and Rubik saves himself, or is able to save himself with that Astral onto the Earthshaker. Silenced up, he can't use any spells. Another kill for Annihilate, and they're going to chase after Zor. He could Astral himself, but Monkeys trying to close the gap, see if he can get within range, and he does exactly that. Z-Freak with the Boulder and the Remnant there from Annihilate. They're going to get themselves their 3rd kill.
And they just didn't quite have the damage to finish off that Void Spirit there. Annihilate managed to live through all of that. And because they just all died in the mid lane, they've got no tower to teleport to. This is going to be Roshan for the Ursa here. They dropped pretty low grabbing it, but nothing that Felt is able to do now. And this is several times the heroes on 2 base have just dropped so low, but have managed to juke them out.
It's like Annihilate's going to take that Aegis, and he queues up an Aghanim Scepter. And you talked about how good Silence is this game. You know, why not get more? Troll Warlord is nowhere near his BKB. He's still going for that Battle Fury. He also has those Phase Boots. He's about 900 gold away, but he is not going to be able to keep up the Ursa at this rate. You know, this Battle Fury on the Ursa, he's just going to absolutely crush him in the net worth charts. And in the fights, honestly. The Troll cannot participate because of these silences.
A lot of this comes down to how heavy Monkeys Forever shut down this Troll Warlord during the lane. I mean, kept him off the creep wave, spam you out with that Phase Bolt, you know, playing with the wave, playing inside the trees there. It's like you mentioned, there was no way to zone this Rubik out of the lane. He did such an amazing job there. And I mean, the net worth lead is only going to get worse and worse as this game goes on. Right now, it's like a 1600 advantage right now for the Ursa. I mean, by the time you actually finish the battlefield here on Troll Warlord, it's going to be like another 1,000 gap, I feel.
Eager to know Dire's top tower is under
I mean, you're
attack.
pretty much dead right. Tate trying to split push bottom. Eul Scepter going to be delivered now, and you do really need more survivability on the puck. The question is it even enough? Like, I feel like every hero on the Felt's going to need a BKB at some point here, because we see Tay, you know, if he gets Astral, he's going to come out right into a Remnant. Eul's is not going to help you with this type of scenario.
It's not. I think the thing that they need more than anything else right now is damage here. The Yules will keep you alive, but you're struggling to finish off heroes, and it's only going to get worse as they complete more items here on Simply 2 base. I think the only real reason they do that is if the Troll starts participating in the fights, or the Outworld managed to get 1 or 2 more items. He started doing some serious damage with this Arcane Orb. He's only sitting at level 8, 15 minutes in the game right now. Zor is not doing well for himself.
No, not at all. Definitely struggling for sure. And it's kind of one of those things, you know, when OD has like an early timed Meteor Hammer and is able to like take over the map and fight with his allies, like his hero becomes incredibly strong. But this game, he doesn't really have that. Like, we looked at the draft, like, okay, yeah, I see what they're going. They have these heroes that can fight early, gonna make space for the Troll, but ended up just being the exact opposite. TOOBASED is just running people down with this Void Spirit Rubik. And it's so much magic damage. The smoke. They're going to run right onto the backside, and they might just find Zor, or Tay would be an even better find. There's going to be the jump to silence immediately there from Z-Freak. The orb, not going to be able to keep him alive. And the 5, he finds Zor. He's going to die in the process as he drops the Sanity's Eclipse, but Boris, he's in pursuit. Astral forward, but I annihilate the Yules into the Remnant. They're going to have more than enough damage to finish off this OD.
OD, you lose OD, you lose Puck, you end up getting the 5, but that's it. I mean, Darian, he's basically just stalling for his time, for his teammates to get over there, and he did exactly that. The Troll Warlord, yes, he's farming up, but we mentioned that it's another 1,000 net worth pinch here for the Monkey.
He's hunting. All right. Tay comes out. I don't know if you want to do that, Tay. It is a spooky team to fight into. They're going to rotate top. Can he get the boulder? I mean, he was very close there on Z-Freak. He knew exactly what was going on. He needed to get to that lane and find that troll before he just backs off after the wave, or TP's out after the wave. But very good attempt.
I'm not sure what the Troll Warlord is going for is going to be enough, though. I mean, well, let's talk like items here. You've got the Yule Scepter right now on the Void Spirit. You're going for Yules right now on the Rubik as well. Earth Spirit could pick up a Yules if he wanted to. This is going to be your only hero pumping out damage. Is, you know, he's the only really farm one on your team, and you're dying to make space for him at the moment. And he's going to get kited around in these team fights, I feel.
Great item.
TOOBASED, you know, they're working on solutions before this Troll Warlord is even a problem, and I think that's really going to cost Felt here.
Yeah, the other thing too is Yule Scepter is a great save against the OD like Meteor Hammer, because obviously he's just gonna sit there and channel the Meteor Hammer, and you have like these heroes that have great gap close and the ability to just Yules that OD and pretty much turn whatever initiation they would have. Mid lane, they're pinging out Zor. Monkeys Forever is here under the protection of the smoke. They did see the puck as well. Annihilate, he jumps in looking for these heroes. Doesn't have that AoE silence quite yet. Takes a decent chunk of damage from Monkeys. He's going to find Zor and the Remnant to set it up. They're going to knock him down. Z-Freak's going to continue the chase on the backside. Jumps in from Annihilate. The double damage rune as well as Boris. The Yules, is he going to be able to jaunt is the question? No. They get the silence, and they're going to continue it. Can he get up onto the high ground? He has an orb in too, but gets the coil down and stunned up by the Inkswell. 3 more kills once again.
And all they did was put that coil on the cooldown. Annihilate able to play so far forward because that Aegis he had there. They knew they couldn't commit onto him, and they just end up turning around and blowing them all up. And they played around that Aegis timing so well too, and just expiring at the tail end of that team fight there. And now they're going to look for Troll Warlord. In fact, they're going to find him.
Yeah, it is. This is going to be a rough one. He has to battle trance. He doesn't have a choice. Just going to self-Yules, dissimulate, buy as much time as possible. And there it is, the Astral. What can you do as a Troll Warlord in this game? The last pick Rubik is devastating.
Monkeys Forever just ripping their team apart. 6-2 and 7. You weren't joking around. He's been practicing this one, and there's so many good spells to steal here.
Sets up another potential kill here. He letting this Magnetize tick around. They're going to go for an Astral play here. Inkswell not really going to connect, but the Remnant, of course, always will.
Zor is dead yet again. Seems to be the story of this game. He puts himself super far forward. He tries to channel that Meteor Hammer, and it just gets interrupted again and again. He gets the Astral off either on the enemies or himself, but you know, the Rubik is always there for the counter initiation. Now 10k now with advantage here at 19 minutes in. Felt struggling to have any control over this map, and Troll Warlord, you know, we mentioned this already. He just doesn't have the items he needs in order to fight simply TOOBASED. Now he's working on his BKB, but even if he manages to get this complete, he's going to charge at enemies. They're going to Yules themselves to get saved by the Rubik with his Astral.
Yeah, it's just so difficult for them to deal with. Like, Z-Freak might go down here. Yeah, he even commits the Macropyre just in case. That tick damage should finish him off, and it does. So Jakiro finds a kill, a decent bounty. But Zor in the mid lane, he's going to pay for this once again as the blink in after the Inkswell. They're able to take down the OD. They lose Annihilate on the backside, though. Just bashed up, it seems, as he committed all of his spells offensively.
Now they're going to chase down Justice, it seems. Justice? Boris blinked a little bit too far forward. No way he ends up getting him, though. Before he gets that TP out mid
Troll
lane.
is diving very far. Rubik, unfortunately, does not have some great spells. Oh, he ended up stealing the Berserker's Rage. So that's interesting. But Boris, you're just going to man up, take down that Earthshaker, continue to run away with that Enrage, not really taking any damage, and Monkeys Forever on the backside cannot fall to Puck. Like, he gets a good 2-man coil, trying to make space, but it's just not enough. The blink forward, looking for Troll, it's not going to connect on that Inkswell, and Puck is here. Is going to get caught by a Silence of Vambrace, pick up Ursa. I mean, he's without any spells. This is a big kill if they can find the Macropyre. He's going to go ahead and use that Earthshot to try and dance away, but Tay, he's got a Waning Rift in 1. He misses the blink. Oh my goodness.
He just barely manages to escape on that Earth. That would have been such a big kill there. They needed that one so badly. So instead, they just lose Earthshaker, and they don't manage to get any of the heroes on simply TOOBASED. They just can't find a win here. And these problems are only getting worse. Again, this lack of damage that you have right now. The Ursa's able to play so far forward, and now he finishes his BKB. I don't see how you bring this guy down. Roshan going to respond in the next 50 seconds. I think that's all they're going to need to be able to start pushing down these tier 2s and threaten high ground. keep Felt locked into their base.
No, I mean, you're exactly right. It becomes so much more difficult now. Ursa is borderline untouchable. You can't coil him. He'll just walk out of it with the BKB. Troll can't really fight him either, just because every time he pops Battle Trance, he's going to get controlled. And until he has his own BKB, there's not much he can do.
And Puck only sitting at 500 of the 4,200 gold that he needs to get that Egg and Scepter. I mean, that's your solution to the Ursa, but even then, you know, he can just pop that in Rage and walk out of the coil, you know, play around the silence because he's got this Black King bar now. It is so difficult to play against heroes on simply 2 base when they're far ahead like this.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, tier
And
2 top, starting to take some damage. It doesn't look like they want to contest.
Sends the courier over the Roche pit, scouts it out for his team, Empyrean, the man, the myth, the legend.
He's so good.
Yeah. And now looking for, I mean, they're trying to find a pickoff here. Potentially find anybody who's trying to defend this bottom tier 2. But they don't really care here on simply 2 base. They're just playing their own game. They want to play around the shrine. They want to play, take that top tier 2 themselves, make it that much harder for Felt to take a fight to the Roche pit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they see them commit onto this bot tier 2, they just get Roche for free. So it is smart that Felt is playing off the map because it makes it a little bit more dangerous for 2-based, but I think they're just so far ahead they don't care. I mean, they have this Axials on the Void Spirit and, of course, the BKB Blink on the Ursa.
Yeah, they're gonna rip through this Roshan in no time at all with the Ursa. And once they get either the Aegis onto the Ursa or I Annihilate here, there's nothing they're gonna be able to do. I wouldn't be surprised if they put it on I Annihilate again. Actually, put it on Boris. I mean, I Annihilate was able to play super far forward when they were diving the tier 2 tower because he had the Aegis. They knew that if they committed onto him, then they'd just be able to turn on them.
I think it's because Boris is the tower damage. He's going to be the one actually on the high ground clicking the tower for the most part, using that overpower.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Well, now they're shoving in the creep waves and didn't manage to grab that tier 2 on Felt, unfortunately, so the shrines are going to be on the side of 2-base. The map belongs to them right now. Zora's still
very
working
close to
on his
BKB.
Yeah, he needs another 400 gold to finish that one off, but OD needs it as well if he's able to if he's to survive. I mean, he's not getting this meteor
double astral forward. They are going to find the Jakiro. The chain silence is coming in. Now the question is, can he actually get on out? There's just no way. Too much damage. I Annihilate's going to pick that one up with that double damage rune.
Make matters worse, he's got that another Shawless.
Bottom lane, they're all deeping down, looking for Zor. Z-Freak protected by a Glimmer Cape, just having fun, chain stunning down the OD, and now Boris comes in, gets a convenient first hit bash.
Yeah. Still sitting like 2,000 gold away from having that Black King bar completed on the OD. I mean, things feel a little bit hopeless right now for Felt. If they can get these BKBs completed, they might be able to stand their ground and fight, but even with the BKB on Troll, you know, we talked about this. You've got Astral Imprisonment stolen on Monkeys Forever half the time. You've got Eul Scepters on multiple heroes. You've got Glimmer Cape now on Earth Spirit. They have so much to kite this Troll.
Wow, that hero just evaporated in the mid lane. Jerry never even stood a chance of getting that. Mid lane, though, they're going to just continue to work on the tier 2 Puck, trying to cut the wave as best as possible, but they still have this one ranged creep standing its ground. Well, not anymore, because it's dead, Nev.
It doesn't gonna matter, though.
Oh, Cardi! All right.
Cardi?
Cardi's alive.
He's here. Save the day. I mean, they got to keep
saving the
Cardi
day.
alive.
Puck. He might die. Oh, I Annihilate manages to get dodged out by that phase shift, though.
Z-Freak is out for blood, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch Puck. I mean, you've got amazing chase with this Earth Spirit, but not committing too many stones. Tay, no. You don't want to be anywhere around here right now. Monkeys is coming.
Oh, boy. Oh, Lord, he's coming.
This Rubik has been terrifying this game. Boris?
Oh, Boris, the blink forward right onto the Troll Warlord. He just immediately enrages. Is like, just kidding, guys. Don't worry about it. Don't take it too seriously.
That's going to be on cooldown for 90 seconds, so they've expended that one. I mean, it's going to be that much easier to take another tier 2 tower, the last one, that bottom one they need to grab before they just keep the heroes locked inside their base here on Felt. another 20 seconds before tier 3 neutral items spawn as well. So if you keep them locked in when those start dropping, it's one more advantage you have over them when you're ready to take high ground.
This is true. This is true. I'm trying to think what tier 3 items here are really good. I mean, ceremonial robe is pretty amazing. Psychic headband, of course, quickening charm, like all these types of casting based jungle items are very good for their team. Oh, they managed to catch the puck here. Silence just off the mark, but a telekinesis to set up. I know he didn't actually throw a remnant out.
No.
So he's gonna be fine.
Yeah, it looks like Puck ends up getting out of there because of that. Yeah, they're laughing at him. I missed that. I didn't see exactly why I didn't throw the remnant. It wasn't on cooldown, was it?
No, it's not.
Let's see. A bit of a misplay. I'm sure it's fine.
Oh, look, there it is.
There, it's the ceremonial robe. You ask and you shall receive. So even better than that nether shawl that he had a moment ago.
It's so good. 10% status reduction and 10% status or magic resistance. It's just so good.
Speaking of good pickups here, Earth Spirit's now going for the Aghanim Shard. Now, this one is interesting because when you're ready to take high ground, you just drop a couple of these stone remnants on. Oh,
that's your abyssal reveal right there, Boris. Just that blink from the trees to finish him off. Z-Freak, he's found Troll Warlord trying to force his BKB pretty much immediately, then Astral. Oh man, the Troll, you have to BKB here, don't you? Like as soon as, okay, you're just never gonna get the chance. The chain stuns and the damage. Oh my gosh, what did all of that?
That was the banish, I think, status resistance reduction because of the robe. And then into the Aether Remnant, lasting longer than usual. I mean, that 10%.
Justice just TP's out in front of his in front of Zora, like, sorry, bud. One of us has to survive.
I'm not sure anyone on Felt is going to be alive in a couple moments here. I mean, they're ready to push the high ground. They've got, well, Aegis is gone now, but they passed the cheese over to the Ursa. He's ready to start hitting buildings. He's got his 10-second BKB. They're trying to stall for all the time they can with this macro pyre, but they still need another 30 seconds before the troll is back up.
Yeah, they're gonna go for the last outer tier 2, so they have the ability to push all 3 lanes, I think, and just kind of like force Felt into a bad situation.
Unfortunately, no Orb of Destruction this time around to make the push a little bit quicker, but the Elven Tunic makes you a little bit tankier as you hold the tower. That's that last outer tower taken, and it's going to be 20,000 now with advantage after they grab this one. 30 minutes into the game, and I'm not sure where you go from here. Right now, it seems like they don't have the damage. The only person who can fight into them is the Troll Warlord, and he's just getting kited. It feels hopeless right now for Felt.
Yeah, I mean, it's starting to feel that way, right? Like the item progression's just not there. Oh, they caught Puck once again. There's going to be a beautiful setup from the Remnant to deny the jaunt from the Orb Monkeys, just in case he really wanted to secure that kill. So he actually astrals his ally.
There's a common theme among Rubik players in stealing kills, it looks like.
Yes, it is called Zap. You press Zap.
Right. Just remove the damage reduction part of it. That part doesn't matter. Use it to finish people off. Not for utility. That's crazy. Now, this is them just continuing to secure their net worth advantage here, keeping them boxed in. Not a couple other items they could finish up here potentially. I mean, they don't have Aegis to work with at the moment. That's something else they could be waiting for. They want to get Orchid finished on Void Spirit right now. Rubik just finished that Aghanim Scepter in the Aetherlands. I guess Ursa now working on that MKB. I mean, it'll let you deal with the Whirling Axe and the Troll Warlord, be able to stand in front of him and fight him.
Are you watching this in the mid lane?
It's just Astral to get in again. It's very
Troll has
cool
300
gameplay.
mana.
This is a very sad day. He's still at 300 mana? There's no debuff on him.
Yeah, it's not a debuff. It's a buff on OD. Or, I guess on Rubik in this case.
It should definitely be a debuff on your hero to like figure out what is wrong here. Why do I only have 264 mana?
Nothing to see here.
276. Sorry, he did level up just now. But I believe he's got one of the lowest int growth rates, or the lowest int growth rate. I think tied with PA, 1.0 per level. Not a very smart guy.
Isn't Sven like just as low?
I thought he was a bit higher.
Oh, I always remembered Sven as just being really dumb.
1.3 on Sven.
Okay.
And Phantom Assassin, I'm pretty sure. Oh, 1.4. I was wrong about that one.
All right, mid lane, the Astral into the Meteor Hammer. They finally gonna be able to find a kill, and honestly, a big one if it's on to Rubik. We'll be able to Yule dodge himself for a moment, has those Astrals to buy himself plenty of time as Boris just jumps on in and just gets himself an immediate double kill. They will finally take down the Rubik, but you've lost 3. Triple kill for Boris. This man, he ain't done. He's still hungry. He's looking for more. Now the question is, who is it going to be? The double silence. Give him the rampage. Ultra kill. Can he find the puck? He blinks away. He gets it. Poor daddy. The GG is called. Rightfully done as Boris gets himself a rampage.
Yeah, that is a 2-0 full 30-minute games for Simply TOOBASED. Just way too strong in this series. Boris ripping them apart with their 2 games in a row here. I gotta say, you know, things look pretty even during the laning phase. It's after it ends that people start popping off on TOOBASED. You know, just amazing shot calling, and felt seemed to crumble underneath it.
Yeah, absolutely. You are correct. That's pretty much what it felt like. And the right like post lane stage seems to always favor Simply TOOBASED. It really does. I mean, Boris goes 12, 0, and 8. Monkey Forever's Rubik was phenomenal, and I'm gonna take a guess here and assume that he's either number 1 in damage or number 2 in damage.
Let's take a look. Scoreboard.
Okay, it was literally neither, so we're not going to talk about that. We're going to go back.
Yeah, you were close. But you know what we are going to talk about? We're going to talk about Monkeys Forever, as I'm going to pull him in for this post-game interview. So
Oh
get
my
excited,
God,
everybody.
I don't think you realize, Neff, how excited I am for this, because I was looking forward to this Monkeys Forever Rubik all day, and I just want to know, you know, how much he was yelling that hero name before he actually got picked. But yeah, stay tuned, everyone. We're getting Monkeys Forever on the line right now.
And there he is, the man of the hour. Monkeys, how are you doing? Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you, thank you.
Now, I am going to allow Ricky to start. Believe it or not, he is a massive Monkeys Forever fan. I would go as far as to say a little bit biased for you guys.
Shaking my head.
That's an absolute grievous lie. I don't know what this man's talking about. Yeah, hello, Jason. How you doing?
Oh, come on,
first
man.
name basis.
Just-
Okay.
It's not even my name. He's just trolling.
I'm sorry, I had to pull out the one meme. All right. Okay. I mean, in general, these drafts were a lot of fun. I just want to talk about game 2 because I very early in the draft called the Monkeys Forever offlane Rubik. How were you? I just want to know, were you just yelling at your team to pick you this hero, or was this something you were planning on the whole time?
Oh, literally, as soon as your hero was picked, both Z-Freak and I were just foaming at the mouth going, pick Rubik. Both of us wanted Rubik so bad. Zach was like, make Jaren play offlane Earth Spirit, give me Rubik. And I'm like, no, fuck that, give me Rubik.
Oh my God. It was like the dream Rubik game, and then the last pick OD comes out, and I was like, oh my God.
The OD pick just solidified, like, we didn't talk about anything else. Boris was like, any other ideas? And everyone was just silent. We're just like, just pick Rubik. Like, there's nothing else.
Yeah, it was so spicy. It was so much fun. Just styling on him, man. Well played.
Thank you.
I've got plenty of questions. One of them prompted by what you just said. The Earth Spirit and the Grimstroke together. Is that one of the reasons why you picked Earth Spirit with the Grimstroke? So it could be in pause 3 with a pause 4 Grimstroke and maybe a pause 5 Rubik? Or was that just not on the table at all?
I mean, we definitely think Earth Spirit's like a versatile pick for us, and also just in general, Earth Spirit is like a pretty meta hero right now. He's super strong and being able to, pull waves and secure the offlane in various ways. So we I don't know, we just like first phasing Earth Spirit a lot.
All right, other one. All right, now this is a more of an NA question. Rubik you and Z Freak both, you seem to prefer to use Fade Bolt not as a utility or damage dealing spell, but to finish off kills and I guess snag them. That happened with First Blood. You managed to steal that from an I Annihilate as he was using Resonant Pulse. Stop getting First Blood so you
I
get yourself early boosts.
I actually I asked Danny before we even went for the first blood. I'm like, is it okay if I steal this? And he's like, you can, or you can, or you're allowed to if you're able to steal it. And I was like,
Oh,
all right. I mean,
deceptive.
I'm definitely gonna just steal it. Then like, if he gave me permission, there's no way I'm not doing it.
Perfect. Love to hear it.
All right, Ricky, you next.
Me next. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so Boris 2 games in a row on the Ursa. I mean, clearly, I don't think he had a single death between both games, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he literally went. What is this? Oh my gosh, 21-0 in 2 games.
Yeah, Boris is just simply too based.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, is this because I was gonna say, is it just because Boris is just too based of a person, or is this like just one of his best heroes? Like, what's going on there? How do you have that score?
It's just Boris's entire attitude. He's just too based. He's gotten 2 rampages already. We're still undefeated. And you just can't stop Bor Daddy.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I would have lied on that one. So that's good enough answer for me.
All right, I got a more real question now. It felt like things on Felt side crumbled after the laning phase in particular. Is this something you knew about them? Do you think, a lack of experience? You have some like international caliber players on your team. I would say yourself, I Annihilate, Z Freak, tons of experience. Um, are you worried about laning phase? Does the game feel particularly easy? Do you think that felt a little bit undisciplined after the laning phase ends? What's the deal with that one? It felt like you just outplayed them as far as shot calling and plays went after like post laning phase.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've been scrimming a lot, and we've been figuring out a lot of like what we want to do, especially moving into the mid game. I mean, laning wise, I don't know. All of us have had a lot of experience playing with each other. I mean, Empyrean is the only person I haven't really played too much with yet, but I mean, he's been kicking ass, so you can't really stop the 5. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really focus too much on what the enemy team did wrong. I mean, we're just mainly focusing on what we want to do, and they just respond poorly to what we want to do, and easy games. Not too much to really say.
All right, harsh.
No, I mean, they're just too based, man. They're too good. Simply too good.
Right.
Do you have any other questions there, Neph?
That is, I guess my last one is just trying to figure out, the difference between, or what Monkeys Forever's opinion was between these 2 teams. Oh, I had one more. 4 Zoomers. Are you guys excited to play them in the upper division for season 2? I know you used to play with them. You got all of their strategies down, Monkeys Forever. You think you have a shot at beating them? I believe you were qualified for Division 2 with this match. This was the last one that I think you needed. You're now sitting at 6-0. I don't think there's any way for there to be an upset or tiebreaker at this point, is there?
No, yeah, I think we're guaranteed to go to upper division now. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely excited to play all of the teams in upper division. I mean, 4 Zoomers are definitely just going to be easy games when we eventually play them. So, I mean, I played with them for 9 months. I know all their strategies in and out, like, Sammy who, but
I like it.
I think a lot of, I mean, I know Neff and myself, but a lot of the people who watch the NADPC are going to be really excited to see you guys in Division 1. I think a lot of people thought you guys would have been there already. So, the level of competition you guys are at, it's going to be a blast. So congratulations, man. You took my other question. I was going to ask you about the 5, but you already explained that. So, last thing for you. Do you have any shout outs? Anything you want to say to all your fans?
no, not really. Just
Damn.
excited to go into the upper division and hopefully show what we can do against the best of the region.
All right, I got something. Get a load of Monkeys Forever, you guys. Absolutely amazing player. Buy his content packs when it gets released. We don't know when that's going to be. I'm sure they got some amazing stuff though.
Valve time.
Right around the corner, I'm sure. Buy their stuff.
Buy it all.
Yeah, absolutely. Buy all Simply Two-Based product.
Mhm.
Love it, man. All right. Congratulations again, sir. Always a pleasure talking with you.
Thank
And
you, thank
you have a
you.
wonderful night.
Thank you, you as well.
What a
What a
genuinely
legend.
nice guy, Neff.
Yeah, incredible player. Way too nice, way too wholesome as well.
Hmm.
NIC doesn't deserve him.
We don't. We don't
Yeah.
deserve monkeys.
Love Jason.
I love Jason, man. What a guy. Yeah, this I mean, this is kind of what I think a lot of teams expected going into this series is, we knew Felt was undefeated. We know they're a very good team, but we haven't seen them tested by the likes of the Cut or Simply Two Base yet, which seem to be the two top teams of the bracket. So Simply Two Base, they've done it. They've secured themselves their movement in the Division 1 at the end of Season 1. And we'll see who's going to be Team 2 as this series continues. But we are not done, Neff. We've got more Dota coming up ahead. Do you happen to know who it is, or do you want me to tell the fans?
We got my boy AB1 on the Electronic Boys, the E-Boys as you like to call them.
I like calling them the E-Boys, man. It's a great name.
And they're going to play against Zhang Hu, which I'm sure I butchered one way or another. I'm super
Jian
excited
Ho,
for this one.
I believe.
Jian Ho. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, that game, if I'm not mistaken, is happening in exactly 1 hour from now. We will be having the next series. Am I right on that? It is exactly 1 hour from now.
Yep.
Yes,
1 hour.
that is correct. I can do math. As mentioned, I'm not only a
Yeah, makes
very
sense.
high skilled engineer, but I also went to the NA School of Math. So, not to tilt my hat or anything, my hard hat.
Tilt my hat. I'll give you a
Neff,
tilt.
anything you want to say to the fans before we throw it to a break before our next series?
Congratulations, Simply Two Base. Make sure to buy their stuff, everybody. They're doing great. Can't wait to see them in Division number 1. And stay tuned. It's only 1 hour before some more exciting Division 2 North American Dota. Stay tuned.
All right. We'll see y'all then.